us to get stronger. And so we're going to work with that today. As always, when we work with the breath, if you start to get lightheaded, if it doesn't feel good, you don't do it. That's the rule. Just go back to normal breath. So we're going to get started. Also, tennis ball close at hand. But we're going to get started on our chairs. Put your feet on something to connect yourself to the floor, whether it's a block, a bolster, I'm sorry, a block, or a bolster would be nice too. A book, a box, any of those things. And then sit back, palms down, shoulders down. Sit up tall and just take a moment to notice how you feel. How does your body feel today? I know that the weather does affect us, right? We know that, I don't know what's going on out there today, but if it affects the way you're breathing or the just kind of your sense of balance, that's normal. Just notice it. And then turn your attention to your breath. And we're just going to work right now to even it out. Don't worry about length yet, just even it out. So you may notice now with that even breath, just to add a count to it. So today we want to work with a 4, 5, or 6 count. And I want it to be comfortable. So see what that feels like right now. Add your count. If it's a 4 count in, 4 count out, and you're comfortable, maybe push it to 5 in, 5 out, only if you're comfortable. But it is slow. And then release that count. Just come back to whatever is natural right now with your breath. Notice if everything's still okay, because that's what we want first. And then bring right palm to heart center, left palm on top of that, and take a moment to set an intention for this practice. Whatever it is that's important to you today, bring it to the front of your heart, to the front of your mind. And then blink, open your eyes, float the arms down. Just your normal, natural breath now. We're going to scooch forward. I'm moving my block off to the side, putting my feet on the ground, sitting up tall or taller, right? And we're going to come back to that slow and even breath. Now, in Sanskrit, it's called Samavriti, which I think is just easier to say slow and even. So that's what it is. Now, let's take our hands, let's go palms down on the lap. We're going to come back to that slow counted breath, 4, 5, or 6. The inhale is going to take those arms up to shoulder height. The exhale will take them right back down. Do it again. We'll do one more. We want the motion and the breath to end at the same time, so that inhale stops just as my arms get to shoulder height, and the exhale ends just as those hands come back down to the lap. Pause and go to normal breath. Okay, so we check in, we notice how we feel. We're going to add on a little bit. So now let's take our palms so they face each other, arms down alongside. We're going to take the arms up. We know that up is different for everybody. So don't feel you got to go here, especially because look at where my shoulders are. Woo, way too high. So you can take it to a cactus. You could take it to just maybe eye height. I don't care where. But at the same time, we're going to lift those heels, with both heels together and lower back down. Now the heels are traveling this much. The arms are traveling about this much. So those heels are going to go a lot slower. We'll do 3 breaths like that when you're ready. That slow 4, 5, or 6 count inhale. Arms are lifting, palms face each other, heels are lifting. Float it back down. Heels lower slowly, arms lower slowly. 2 more. Pause. Come back to normal breath. Okay. With our hands on our lap, let's do a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, fill up. Just your regular old breath. Don't worry about that super slow, super even. And exhale round. Oh, yes. Oh, does that feel good? Nothing like a little cat and cow, you know? And on your next exhale, whenever that is, just come back to that nice tall spine. Yeah, and pause here. Now we're going to come into a little hamstring stretch. I'm going to take one leg forward. It doesn't matter which one, because you know we'll do both sides. But that leg is straight ahead. I'm going to show you my knee. I'm not going to lock that knee out. I don't want to hyperextend. I just want to keep that knee soft. So there's a slight bend in it, but not a big bend. The other knee bent and my foot is down. Now, my toes are reaching back towards me. I'm sitting up tall. Let's bring hands to the lap. We're going to take an inhale, sit up tall. And as we exhale, that slow 4, 5, or 6 count exhale, hinge forward. And then let the inhale take you back up. You're pushing into this bent knee leg. The exhale is going to take us forward. Now, when we come forward this time on the exhale, we're going to stay here now and breathe. Notice what's going on, even as you continue to breathe. Notice what's going on with that hamstring. Do you feel sensation in the back of the leg? Is your foot flexed and coming towards you? Could you push your big toe side away, bring your pinky toe side a little more towards you, and you may notice different sensation in the hamstring. And then on your next inhale, that next slow inhale, let's come back up to seated. Long spine. Exhale, come back to normal breath, bring that foot in. Okay, we'll do the other side. So we really want to make sure we set up properly first. My sitting bones are towards the edge of my chair. This leg is long. My toes are coming back towards me. And you may notice sometimes it's really easy to sickle the foot, like the pinky toe side is away and the big toe side is toward you. Bring that pinky toe side towards you. Now sit up tall. Hands can be on the lap or on the sides of the chair. We're going to do that slow motion breath. So we inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Big stretch in the back of that hamstring. Stay here for an inhale. Long spine. Stay for the exhale. One more round like this. And then inhale, make your way back up. Bend the knee, bring that foot in. Normal breath. Notice how things feel right now. Grab that tennis ball and just put it under one foot and just rub it all in. It does feel good. And I don't know what kind of shoes or footwear you've been wearing. And you know, when we wear supportive shoes, that's wonderful. Good for our back, good for our arches. Sometimes those feet need a break. But also what I find happens to me is in this, if it gets warm, and it was warm on the weekend, right? I switch to shoes that perhaps don't have as much support. And that's not good either. So there's got to be some place in between, right? And that's why we do this. We pay attention to our feet. We take good care of them here. Now, if there's any place where a little bit of extra pressure feels good, pause there and do it. Oh, outside is good too. And then just pause, stop for a moment. Same foot, put the heel down on the ground, and put that ball underneath the ball mount of the foot. And I hate to pick up my foot and show you, but put it right here, okay? And then push down. So my heel is on the ground, I'm pushing down on that big toe side of my foot. And then I'm just gonna slide, I'm pivoting my foot so that it goes over to the one side. Now it's under the pinky toe, and I'm gonna pivot back. Yeah. With that pressure the whole way. Pushing down, going side to side. And when we do this, when we stimulate the soles of the feet, really good for our standing postures, right? It helps us with that foundation. So this is really important to do. The next time that the ball is underneath the big toe side of the foot, pause. You might need to slide that foot back. And now we're going to put the heel down. The heel is down, my toes are down. I'm just kind of turned so you can see me a little better. And then press into the heel, just press into the heel. Visually, you're not going to see any big changes. But now, boy, the top of my leg, my quadriceps are working. I'm pushing down. There's pressure in the heel. And then pause, slide that ball all around the foot again. Woo! Make a couple circles with the ankle, not on the ball. That'll feel good. Point and flex. And then we're going to switch sides. So we take the other foot, we roll it all over on the ball. So just under the toes, under the heel, the inner arch, the outer arch, make sure you cover the whole foot. And this is just kind of nice to wake up that fascia in between. Again, we put it in shoes. We put it in good shoes, we put it in stupid shoes, right? Our feet need some attention now and again. This is good to do. Actually, they need attention every day, but we never do that. So rub all over, let it feel good. Ooh, yeah. And then be careful that you don't lose the ball, especially if you're working on a hard floor, like a tile floor or something. Tile floor, wood floor. Be careful when the ball rolls away. Be careful picking it up. I don't want anyone to get hurt. And then pause. Heel on the ground, ball under that big toe side of the foot. We're pushing down on that big toe side of the foot, and then we maintain that pressure as we pivot on the heel and go to the pinky toe side. One side to the other. And if you need to stop and adjust, please do. The next time that the ball is under the big toe side of the foot, pause there. Slide it back and put your heel down. So heel is on the ball, all 5 toes are on the ground, and we're just pushing into the ball. Can we do it and sit up tall with the shoulders down from the ears? Yes, the answer is yes. And then pause. Roll it all around the foot again. And then take your foot off the ball, put it on the ground. Notice sensations in the foot. The feet, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, the ankles. Perhaps you even feel sensation in shins and calves. And again, we do this so that we can better, improve our foundation. So we're going to make our way to standing. Please put the ball someplace safe. You know how I'm like a crazy person about safety. Put it someplace safe. I don't want you stepping on it. And come to standing. Now, notice what it feels like to stand on those feet that we just kind of stretched out on the bottom. In my opinion, my feet feel pretty darn good. So find your mountain pose. Now, we're going to keep our chairs real close by because we're going to use them a lot today from behind. And let's find mountain pose while facing the back of the chair. We've got fingertip control here on the chair. Our feet are parallel. They're about 1 fist apart. And they're going straight ahead. I'm just telling you, straight ahead on the feet. Now, let's go back to that very slow 4, 5, or 6 count breath. When we inhale, we're going to come up onto the toes, lift the heels. The exhale will lower us all the way back down. It is a very slow movement, my friends. We've got this fingertip control here. We're not leaning onto the chair, but we're allowing it to help us balance. And with control, we're lowering those heels. 2 more. Once the heels land, pause and come back to your normal breath. Notice sensation in the calf muscles. A lot of work there, a lot of work there. Okay, do a little wiggle, a little jiggle, because that just kind of feels good. Okay, we're gonna do it again, same movement. We have the option this time to add, let's just say 1 arm, right? If you feel comfortable, let 1 arm come up and down, switch, and then the other one. If you feel super comfortable, take both arms up. So same thing, feet are parallel, fingertip control on that chair in front of us. As we inhale, that arm's gonna float up. Let's take it forward. Slow exhale, come down. Other arm perhaps. And again, you can do this with or without the chair. I kind of like the chair because it keeps me in line and I can control it a little better. And guess where all that control is coming from? Right in that core. If you don't feel comfortable using the arms, you're still just going up and down onto the toes. And I think once we even out the sides, we'll pause. I think I have 1 more arm to go to even out my sides. And then pause. Notice how that feels. Notice how those calf muscles feel. Now, bring your attention to the soles of the feet. Okay, this next one, we're going to do a side leg lift. And we don't normally do this, but there's no reason not to. Now, what I will say is we're not doing like this. No. Remember, we're working with balance. We're working with the power and the connection of that foot that's on the floor. So what I'd like us to do, again, we've got fingertip control. We're going to face the chair. That's fine. I'm just going to look at the camera for now. We're going to take that leg out. Doesn't have to be high. It's going to be that slow breath. And then we're going to bring it down, shift the weight. The next inhale takes the other side out slowly and bring it down. So a little balance, a little agility, right? That moving within balance. Fingertip control. If you don't need the fingertip control, if you're feeling strong and balancy, that's a new word, don't use it. It's all good. When you're ready, slow breath. Inhale. Slow exhale to bring the leg back down. The movement and the breath last together. The foot lands, the weight shifts. The inhale takes the other leg up. Do it again, other side. Now, if you want to play with the arms, you can do same arm, same leg. Take it to cactus. Bring it back down. We'll finish out this side. And then pause, both feet on the ground, soften into the knees, do a little wiggle, little jiggle. Notice what's going on with the hips. Notice how that feels. Okay. So now we're going to move to a warrior one. Now that we've got this wonderful connection with the earth, we've got this wonderful connection with our breath. We can use the chair, of course, to step back into warrior one. Let's put our right foot forward, left foot back. I'm just going to step away from the chair so you can see me better. Hips are square to the back of your chair. That's where you want to be. So I said right foot forward, left foot back. Yeah. And my feet are, you can see them from straight ahead, right? This is skis, not a balance beam. Once we bent that front knee, we know how far we're going to bend. We'll straighten the leg. Arms are down alongside the body. We're going to come back to the super slow breath. So as we inhale, we can circle the arms up or reach them forward or whatever feels better. Bend the front knee. And the super slow exhale, super slow motions. Do it again. Inhaling, the knee bends, the arms lift. The inhale and the arms and the knee all finish at the same time. Same with the exhale. Let's do two more. We've got both feet on the ground now. We should feel pretty stable. Notice how it feels to keep going at this slow pace. Now, the next time that we come into our warrior one, we're going to stay in the pose and continue with the slow breath. So the inhale takes us into the pose. We exhale to that 4, 5, or 6 count and stay in the pose. Do it again, breathing, no movement now. On your next exhale, whenever that is, float the arms down slowly, straighten that front leg. Step 2, step the back foot forward and just come to natural normal breath. Take a moment and notice sensation in the lower body. How do the legs feel? How does it feel to super slow down that warrior one? We do warrior one just about every week. What's it like when we go so slow? Okay, we're going to do the other side. So that means left foot forward, right foot back. Your left foot forward, your right foot back. My hips are pretty level here. I bring my hands to my hips, feels pretty even. You can see both legs. So I know I'm not on a balance beam. I'm on skis. I can use the chair to support me if I need it. No problem. And we'll take it to cactus arms to start. Again, if you need the chair, just keep your hands here. If you don't need it, we'll start here. So my front knee is bent. My elbows are in cactus. This will be the slow inhale. As we exhale, we're going to straighten the leg. Bring the pinkies together in front of your face, okay? That'll be it. Let's start when you're ready. Slow 4, 5, or 6 count inhale. As we exhale, we straighten the front leg slowly and bring those pinkies together. Inhale. Exhale. The next time that we're in the warrior one, bent knee, elbows wide. Stay here with the slow breathing. This was our inhale to get us here, and then exhale. On your next exhale, whenever that is, float the arms down slowly, straighten the leg. Step back, foot forward, release the breath, just come to natural breathing. Notice how things feel. Notice how the soles of the feet feel. Notice how the legs feel. Doing a lot of lower body stuff today, and this upper body stuff is just kind of an add-on if we can do it. Not as critical. Let me just check one thing here and grab a sip of water. One moment. Okay, thanks. I can go for another hour now with that water. Okay. This time, we're gonna move with the breath. Again, slowly. We're gonna start with the heels down. So we're gonna take the arms, let's take them forward and up. That'll be our choice here. As we exhale, that's forward and up. As we exhale, we're gonna turn palms down and just turn, this is your left, right? Turn to your left. Inhale, arms are gonna come back to center, and then we're gonna exhale, palms down, open twist to the right. Okay, and we're just gonna kind of go back and forth that way. Now, you know we're gonna do it super slow. So we'll do one round like that, super slow, heels on the ground. Again, if it's not for you today, you can just stay here with hands on the chair, take one hand back each time. It's okay. Feet are parallel. When you're ready, super slow breath, inhale. Exhale, open twist to the left, palms down. Inhale through center. Open twist to the right. Inhale. One more round in each direction. Let's just try it, practicing, but doing this. Exhale. Float the arms down, normal breath. So what we're going to do now, we have the option to add in that heel lift. So all this work that we've been doing with the feet and the lower body, we're just kind of tying it all together with a bow right now. I'm not going to kid you. This is a lot of work. So be kind to yourself, right? Do what's best for you right now today. This might be something that's usually easy for you, but maybe you didn't sleep well last night, so you don't want to deal with it. That's okay. That's okay. That's mindful yoga. You know what's going on. So here's what it's going to be. The inhale is going to take us up. Arms are going to lift up. Heels are going to lift up. Woo, all those things. The exhale, as we take that open twist, palms go down. We're going to lower those heels a little bit, but not down to the floor. This is the tricky part. Then we come back up, lift up onto the heels, and then we're going to take it the other way, lowering the heels halfway, and then come back up. So I'm going to stay here right in the middle, but now you know what's happening. The heels are going to lift and only lower halfway, really working the lower body a lot here. And when we slow it down like this, it is challenging. Be kind to yourself. Let's try it. Let's go back to that slow and even breath. Let's inhale, take the arms up, take the heels up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Lower the heels halfway. Inhale, take it back up to center. Exhale, halfway lower with the heels. Inhale. We're going to do another round. So open to the left again, palms down. Heels halfway down. Slow and even breath to lift you. Exhale, lowering halfway. Let's inhale back to center. Stay up on the heels. Keep breathing. So exhale, maybe soften the elbows a little bit, soften the heels a little bit. Inhale, get taller, reach up, lift up the heels. Exhale, soften a little. Inhale, reach up, lift up the heels. And then very slowly lower the heels, lower the arms. Shake everything out. Man, I feel that all the way up into my bum. Okay, so lots and lots of lower body effort here. But that's a good thing, right? That's what makes us stronger. Okay, let's not forget about our feet though. So let's grab our chairs and let's grab our tennis balls. So I'm gonna get my tennis ball and my block and keep them both close by. And let's just sit to the edge of the chair to start. Feet are a little wider than our hips. And I need to stretch out my lower back right now. So hands on the lap, palms are down, sit up tall. And we're gonna hinge forward. Let's just take a forward fold with a nice long spine. So the chin is tucked, crown of the head is reaching for that top corner of my wall. And we're gonna take a few breaths here. Feel that nice stretch in the lower back. And then push into the feet. Let's make our way back up to seated. Roll the shoulders a couple of times because we haven't done a lot with that upper body yet. Let's do it again. Sit up tall, big inhale. And let's do that very slow exhale coming forward. Now stay here for the slow inhale. Slow exhale. Push into the feet, come on back up. And then just let everything soften. Roll that ball back over. Here we go. What is this? Whichever foot it is, it doesn't matter. We're gonna do both. So just roll all around. So any tension that we added by doing all of those standing postures and really focusing on lifting and lowering the feet, this is good to just release that tension. So just all over. And you know, guys, you have a tennis ball at home. You can do this while you're watching TV. It doesn't even have to be mindful. It's still good for you. Okay, and then switch feet to the other. Oh, golly, yes. Inner arch, outer arch, all of those things. Now, put both feet on the floor, put them connected to the floor, right? We're at the edge of our chair. Our feet are on the floor. We're connected. Push into the feet, sit up taller. Now, pick up all 10 toes, pick them all up. So my entire foot is on the floor except for the 10 toes. I picked them up. Spread them wide. Put all 10 back down. Do it again. Pick them up. Spread those toes wide. You can look at them. You can lean over and look at them. Thank them for doing all their good work. And then put them down, spread wide. So look at them, spread wide. A little wider than like what they'd be in your shoes, right? Pick them up. Spread them wide. Just put your big toe down. Just your big toe. Put it down. Take it back up. Put your pinky toe down. Pinky toe down. Just your pinky. Pick it up. Put all 10 back down. Boom. Take a breath. You got to keep breathing. Okay, pick them all 10 up, spread them wide. Put down the pinky toe. And now the toe next to the pinky toe. What's that? The pig that had no roast beef. Something like that. And then the third one. And then the one right next to the big toe. And then your big toe. Put it down. All 10 toes are on the ground. Lift them all back up. Put down the big toe. Pick it up. Put down the pinky toe. Pick it up. Big toe. Down. And then the toe next to it. This one is really hard to do. The toe next to it. I can't do it. I have no control. Toe 3, 4, and 5. Put all the feet down. Just kind of jumping up and down. Just release any tension from the toes, from the feet, the ankles. And that just feels good. And you guys, you don't look like you're moving at all. So that's probably good too. Grab that tennis ball if you need any other release there for the feet. See, this is the kind of stuff I wish we were together, because it's so much fun to look at everybody's faces while they're doing that. Because it's goofy, right? You look at your feet and you're like, how do I get those toes to move? Okay. Move your tennis ball so it's someplace safe. Put your block back on the floor. Scooch your body back. Connect yourself to the earth. Sit up tall. Turn your palms up. Let's go 2 more breaths, super slow. So when you're ready, it's that slow 4, 5, or 6 count inhale. And slow 4, 5, or 6 count exhale. Do it again. And then pause here, come to the normal breath, soften or close your eyes. And take some time to notice now, how does the body feel? Notice the soles of the feet, the toes, the ankles. Notice the tops of the feet, the shins and the calves. And all of that sensation, all of that energy that we feel is moving around. Notice how that feels. Soften and relax the feet, the ankles, the shins, and the calves. Soften the hips. Soften your shoulders and your neck. Soften the skin around the eyes and that crease between the eyebrows. And then just rest here, breathing your normal, natural breath, no management, no counting, just resting. And then start to wiggle your toes just a little bit. And then wiggle your fingers. Gently, ever so gently, turn your head one side to the other. And then we're going to move to the edge of the chair again. Feet on the floor, anchored to the floor. We'll bring the hands together in front of heart center. Let the thumbs rest on your sternum. Recall the intention that you set at the beginning of our class. And then thank yourself for taking time out of your busy day to practice yoga. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. It is always an honor and a joy to be with you. I will tell you, it's my last bit of news that you might not know about me, is I got my second vaccine last week. So when